Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here, coming at you with the first pickups video for 2019. That's right, the first 3 months are over, so it's time for my Volume 1 pickups. And when I started this year, one of my goals was to try and buy less games, because I really go off the deep end sometimes, buying like more games than I ever possibly needed. So I've been trying to cut back, and by the end of March of 2018, I had bought 18 games. By the end of March 2019, I bought 6 games. That's right, just 6 games. I'm very happy with myself in that regards. And only one of those was a full price new game. The other ones were discounted, or yeah, they were all like discounted games. So, let's go over the digital stuff first that I picked up. So I bought Bomber Crew on PlayStation 4 on January 31st. I'm not going to bother with it. I have the dates put in here, but I won't go over anything. So January, that was the only digital game that I picked up. February, I bought no games. And in March, I picked up Game Dev Story on the Nintendo Switch. Formerly a mobile game, but they've been porting all of their titles now over to the Switch, which is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Love that game, played through it. It's addicting as hell when you get into it. Can't really do a whole lot. You get into one rhythm, and that's the only way to really be able to do anything in that game. But still, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I bought Watch Dogs 2. On PlayStation 4, and I have been loving that. I picked it up for like 13 bucks Canadian on one of the early March sales. It says here I bought it on March 8th, so whatever sale was going on then, I picked it up. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I'm very close to getting the Platinum Trophy, which I have 3 online trophies left to get, and 3 main story mission trophies to get, so I might actually go for that, even though the online has been really bugging me. I tried the other night, but oh man, couldn't get anything done. So I'm gonna try it. I will give it another shot at the online. Maybe look up some guides to see if I'm doing anything wrong. But other than that, loving the game. It's a shame that I waited this long to actually play it, but I'm digging it. I'm really enjoying it, and it's been going back and playing stuff like this where I'm like, yeah, I don't really desperately need a new game coming out. Like, I haven't picked up Devil May Cry 5 yet. I will eventually when it drops down in price. Haven't played the Resident Evil 2 remake yet. Again, drop in price, and I know I'm only naming Capcom games, but those have been the main 2 that I've really wanted to try out so far that's coming. Cyclico, Shadows Die Twice, maybe eventually. But I've definitely fell into a rhythm now of I don't need it if it's brand new, and I don't need it just because it's on sale. There was a ton of times for the first 3 months where I was filling up my PlayStation cart, and I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to buy them. They're on sale now. They're cheap enough. And the more I looked at them and thought of it, I'm like, these games go on sale every single time a big sale happens, and at this price. I don't need them right now. I can wait, delete everything from my cart, and move on. So yeah, definitely going into that rhythm. And the final digital game that I picked up in March, One Word by Poji. Or Pauji, however you want to pronounce it. And it's another one of those, it's a shitty word search type game. Easy Platinum Trophy. That's why I picked it up. It was like $5, and I really wanted another Platinum Trophy at that time, so I got the itch, and I had to do it. Yeah, that's it for the digital games that I bought. So let's move into the physical games, in which I've bought two. I've got 3 cases here because I bought the deluxe edition of a certain game, which I'm sure you already know right now. Everything's falling into my lap. First off, to complete, or not complete because I still don't have the third one for PS4. I have it on Vita and not PS4, but this, I love this game. It was my game of the year it came out, which I think was 2016 or 2015. Might have been 2015 at this point. Wow. Yeah. How time has gone by. And I kept telling myself, yeah, I'll pick it up on PS4 eventually. It's not going anywhere. I'll do it then. Saw it come up on sale a few times on PSN. Never bothered because I'm like, I need the physical copy of this game. Gotta get the physical version. And one day I was just looking at EB's website. I happened to go onto the game because I saw it was down to $24.99 now. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll pick this up. Where's a spot in town that has it? And there was only one location. And getting there, they had one copy left. And of course, I'm referring to Ultra Despair Girls, Danganronpa, another episode. I fucking love this game. It's completely different from the mainline games in the series, but the story in this, it was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. And yeah, I think you should definitely give this game a shot if you enjoyed the first 2 games. This one takes place between the first and second game. There's nothing more I can say about it. Go back and watch that Game of the Year video I did where I gushed all over this thing. Love it. We'll definitely be playing this again soon on PS4 to get the Platinum Trophy again. Love it. And of course, the other game that I picked up, the main game that I picked up in January, Kingdom Hearts 3. Played it, finished it. I bought the deluxe edition, so I also have the steelbook case here, which is pretty nice. It also came with an art book and a pin. Disappointing art book though. It was like 8 pages. It was not a good art book for a deluxe edition. To spend an extra $20 on it, lucky it came with a steelbook and that nice collector's pin, because otherwise I'd be kind of pissed off that I paid that much for the game. That being said, the game itself, played it, finished it. Playing through the game, it was, some of the levels are fantastic. The Monsters Inc. one was good. I love the Pirates level. I thought that was fantastic. They dropped the ball on the Frozen level, but you can go watch a game theory on that, and you'll see why that happened and why that level was so disjointed and didn't really flow very well at all. But that being said, love the game overall. The final 4 hours of the game are absolutely epic. Yeah, Big Hero 6 was amazing in this. Tangled, I never watched the movie Tangled, and playing through the level of this, I'm like, I kind of really want to go watch that movie now. And yeah, other than that, love this game, highly recommend it. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you've already played it, beaten it, and probably gotten the Platinum Trophy into it, so good on you. Alright. So, let's move over to movies. I bought 1 movie and 1 movie only within this month, or past 3 months. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Blu-ray with digital and DVD. Don't know why they still put DVDs in these things. It's amazing, you know? But, this speaking from the guy that used to have VHSs up the yin-yang. Imagine if they still did that, right? Get a Blu-ray, DVD, digital, and VHS copies all together. The box would be like out to here. But what can I say about this movie other than it is absolutely the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Like, by far. I love Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that is the best live-action version of Spider-Man. This is by far the best Spider-Man movie overall, period. Yeah, I absolutely am over the moon about this movie. I love it so much. The animation style, the comedy, everything. It's good. Go watch this movie. I'm not going to say anything else because I'll end up spoiling something. There's a cameo in this movie. I will say that. It makes me cry every time I see it now. Yep. Alright. Now, let's move on to the collectibles, which I have above and beyond more of these than I have games this month. I have more Funko Pops here to talk about than I have games this month. So let's go with the smaller items here first. This is from January. Awesome Games Done Quick every year in January. This year I bought a t-shirt, their retro style shirt, and I bought one of these pins. So there you go. The Awesome Games Done Quick pin. And $4 from this was donated to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So cool pin, money going towards a good cause. I have another pin here, which I just noticed I still have the price tag attached to. This is a Figma pin. This is the first one of these I have ever... Fig pin, sorry. This is the first one of these I've ever bought. I bought this mostly because of Captain Marvel. It's Goose the cat from Captain Marvel. Is it really a cat? Go and watch the movie, you'll find out for yourself. But anyways, Goose, star of the movie, and I had to get this pin. So, love this guy. Or gal, sorry. And finally, when it comes to the smaller things, I bought this Game of Thrones House Targaryen keychain. I saw these at Sunrise Records in the mall for like, I think they were at $5.99. The comic shop I go to, selling them for $2.49, so awesome. I will eventually open that up and stick it on my keys. Alright, so let's move on to the small... Forgot about these two. I got a couple of Captain Marvel Funko pins. Captain Marvel herself with full helmet on. Love this design and look. They did her so well in the movie. And there's also Goose the cat. Again, how could I refuse getting a Goose the cat pin? This was before I found something else I'll talk about later. Alright, so I have two amiibos to talk about. The first one here, I walked into EB, they had it behind the shelf, and I'm like, is that thing for sale? Is that for sale? Because I'll buy it. It's the Ice Climbers. I could really care less about these two characters, but this is a really nice looking amiibo. Not exactly one that I wanted. I did want the King K. Rool one, but I was unable to get it. It was available through Best Buy website there for a little bit. I could have gotten it there, but it was like, after shipping and taxes, it was like almost $40. So I'm like, not going to do that. However, from the Best Buy website, I did get this amiibo, and I did get this one because it was one that I've been wanting to get for a very, very, very long time. It ended up going on their website for a pre-order. This was originally a EB Games exclusive one, and well, in every one of these pickups videos, or at least the ones I've done for the past couple years now, you've noticed behind me amiibos, right there. Those amiibos are the DLC characters for the Wii U version. Not Ryu. Ryu wasn't included in them, but these were the final 3 amiibos for that game. They included Corrin, Player 1 and Player 2, Bayonetta, Player 1, Player 2 versions, and Cloud, Player 1 and Player 2 versions. All this time I've had 2 Player 1 Clouds behind me until now. I finally got the Player 2 Cloud. It looks like they have the Japanese versions. I don't care. I'm just very happy that I finally got to complete this set behind me. That was very, very good. Alright, I'll leave the Funkos, big Funkos, for last. Let's go over to small ones here. Green Goblin from Into the Spider-Verse. We've got Ruby and Wise from the Ruby Rooster Teeth animated series. Those were in blind boxes. I got Wise from one box that I got myself, and Ruby, she was behind the counter in my comic book shop. They have a whole lot where you can come in and exchange them, so I exchanged one of my doubles, one of the extra ETs that I had. Remember that time I opened up like box after box after I was doing comic shop pickups? Maybe you don't remember. Those are old videos. Don't go watch them. They're horrible. But I had opened up like 4 sci-fi mystery minis in a row, and every single one of them was ET. That's all I could get out of those. So I traded one of those in and got Ruby. I might have talked about this one before, but I got a Thor keychain here out of a blind mystery bag. Captain Marvel has blind bags out now as well. Blind bag keychains. I got Agent Coulson. Look at him, young Agent Coulson. And there was a Venomized keychain blind bag going around, and I opened it up, and I got Venomized Captain Marvel. She is awesome there. Look at how delightfully evil she looks. It's fantastic. I did get one statue, and you've been looking at it this entire time in the video. Right there. I'm poking her right now. And that's Emma Frost. This is a Kodi Ibuki fine art statue. And I found this in Toys R Us, and it was discounted massively. It was on sale, I think, for $24.99 compared to the... Yeah, it was at half. It was like $59.99 beforehand. So, really happy to have her in the collection. She stands on a magnetic base there. It's nice. It's cool. It's not like the best statue, but for the price, I couldn't resist it. Now then, let's get into the Funko Pop, shall we? Alright, first off, we've got Goose the Cat. It was the one Captain Marvel pop that I wanted. If I could have gotten Captain Marvel in her... It was a chase figure, I think, of her in her helmet. I would have picked that one up, but couldn't find it, so I got Goose the Cat instead. Next up, got this one from Sunrise Records, and it's a hefty pop. It's Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. I'll stop singing now. I love this movie, both the original and the remake with Rick Moranis into it. One of my very few, like, the original being true horror, I think. The second one being a musical horror. So not really true horror, but I love this movie a lot, so I was really pleased to actually pick this up. And it's a really nicely detailed Funko Pop. The creatures and everything they do are way, way better looking than any people that they do. Next up, from one of my favorite animes, Full Metal Alchemist, I got the EB Games exclusive Alex Armstrong. And look at that glorious mustache, people. It's fantastic. Don't lie. It's fantastic. So there he is in all his glory. And there is actual glitter on this pop as well. So that's cool. Gives them that nice little shine. I went into EB Games the other day, and I found this guy. It has exclusive onto it, so I don't know if it's true exclusive or not, or if it's an EB Games exclusive, or what kind of exclusive, but it was $8.99 with my Platinum Edge card. It's Punisher $20.99 from the Champions? Yeah, Contest of Champions line that they did. Their Gamerverse ones. I love the Punisher. I love anything that says exclusive onto it. So, yeah, I picked this one up. And he's really nice looking. I dig him. It's a really cool designed Funko Pop. Next up, I said I didn't buy the Captain Marvel pop out of the Captain Marvel series, but the Avengers Endgame series is out, and I bought Captain Marvel there. And there she is, sticking her arms out, ready to fight, ready to blast Thanos right up the booty hole. On the back there, you can see the rest of the lineup there. aside from like the exclusive chase ones and whatnot. And of course, I had to get another Thanos one. I saw him there in his full armor, wielding what appears to be some kind of Klingon weapon in his hands. Seriously, tell me that doesn't look like a Klingon weapon. And he does have the Infinity Gauntlet there with all the stones still intact in his full suit of armor. So, really like this one. It's cool. Love it. Next up, we go into the Golden Age of Pops that I picked up. The Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary Ant-Man, or the first 10 years, sorry. Ant-Man Gold Chrome Pop. It's Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man, so I had to do it. And I picked this one up at my comic book shop. It is the fan-voted Marvel Studios first 10 years Chrome version of Doctor Strange. And price there, this is $16.24, but comic book shop had a 20% off discount, and I'm pretty sure it rang in for $12.99 by mistake, so win-win. There he is right there. And finally, I picked this one up during the 20% off sale as well, the week prior. It's actually 2 for the price of 1. Now, I don't collect a lot of wrestling-based pops. I've seen a few around. I've got the Becky Lynch one ordered from Amazon, but I had to get these two. I'm only missing one now from the set. It's time for a super kick party. It's the Young Bucks. There they are, Nick and Matt Jackson in their Bullet Club gear, which they're not Bullet Club anymore, but you know, there they are. Had to get this set. Yeah, the New Japan set. I'm only missing Cody now, so if I ever see him, I'm definitely grabbing him and picking him up. But I'm glad to have Kenny and the Bucks now in my Funko Pop collection. And that does it, folks. That's it for my pickups right now. So thank you for tuning in for this, what I thought would be a shorter video because I didn't have much to talk about in terms of gaming, but here we are nearing the 25-minute mark. Maybe after I edit stuff in, it'll be lower than that. But anyways, I've been Lord X. You've been awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check out the OGW videos that go up almost every week. And maybe some other videos that I'm going to try and get done soon. But anyways, I'll catch you next time. Bye. Lord X here, once again coming at you with another blah 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 blah. That is, of course, Emma. She's okay. Little shop of horrors.